Hello, John from Jon Myers Roofing and Construction. This is Joel from JND SEO. Spoke briefly on the phone the other day, and I'm sending this video over to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. So I don't want to waste your time, John. I know you're busy, and I don't want to waste mine either. So I'm going to make this video as quick as possible. And at the end of the video, if you want to, basically we got 2 options. If you want to hear more information, 10-minute phone call, no problem. If not, I'm actually going to give you free tips right in this that you might as well see. And you can actually apply them right to your site, and they'll make a difference for you. So the first thing I do want to talk about is content. So just kind of scrolling through your page to see how much words of content you guys have. You probably have, even if we called it 300 words of content, what we typically recommend and what Google actually recommends is having about 1,500. 2 reasons for that. Number 1, Google's going to rank you based on the amount of content. The more you have, the better. But the second and even more important reason is that the more content you have, the more keywords and keyword phrases you can put into that content. As just an example, I know you guys are in Clearwater, but I've put in roofing Tampa FL for an example here. And it's a term that does have a lot of volume attached to it. But the other reason I've used this is because this is what new customers would put in the area if they're searching for services, especially services you offer. So first thing a new customer is going to see is the ads at the top. Companies basically just paying to be seen first. And it does work to an extent and will bring in new customers. After that, we're going to find this map section. Top 3 companies show up in this preview screen. These are all based on citations, and that's just when you get your business name, address, and phone number. All 3 have to be listed together into a directory such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, or Home Advisor. After that, we're going to run into our organic section. This is where we start seeing the results really show up, kind of what we searched for initially. You're going to get 10 results per page on really any Google search, as long as there is the volume for it. But these don't show up randomly. They show up based on Google's algorithm. We now know 2 parts of that are how much content you have and how many keywords you have in that content. So we can actually rank the results based on our key phrase, which was roofing Tampa FL. So for this key phrase, number 1 goes to Westfall Roofing, number 2 goes to Home Advisor, which is a directory, and 3 goes to, I think it's just Owens Corning, which is just kind of a contractor site. So next up, I took your website, jmyersroofing.com, plugged it into a program I like to use called Airfs to see how your site's doing. First thing I do see is that your business name is up here, which is a good thing. This allows Google to actually find you a little bit easier by having that. You also can put a few keywords in there as well. You do have roofing construction, but I would even suggest putting a location such as if it was roofing construction Clearwater or roofing Tampa, FL or whatnot, just to make it even stronger. Jumping in the numbers here, 12 referring domains, sending you back 42 links to your page. All that means is there's 12 sites you guys have links on. Those 12 sites are sending you back about 42 links. So you can do the math. There's a little bit under 4 on each page. And that's what people click those links. It sends them directly to your page. 16 keywords or key phrases are what we find right now. And these are just like what I've used as an example, roofing Tampa FL. And the 16 keywords you guys have are bringing you 6 visitors to your site per month. So we can actually click the keywords and see where your traffic's coming from. First thing we find, Jon Myers Roofing, your name, your business name, 40 people do search you by name, and you are in the 5th position. So as we talked about, there's 10 results per page. And so being in the 5th position basically tells us you're in the middle of the first page. And if you want any results or visitors from these searches, you really have to be on the first page. We found that 80 to 85% of people who do searches on Google or any search engine will not go to page 2. So if you want visitors, you really have to be on the first page. Next up is actually the same exact phrase, just Jon Myers Roofing. It looks like it's spelled exactly the same as well. And it's the same results, 40, we have you at 6 in that one. I'm going to tell you right now that all of your visitors are coming from this one here, from this top 1 and 2 here. Even though they look the exact same, it might be different engines. And that's because those are the ones you're on the first page for. And we see Jon Roofing here, 10 people search it, so not a lot of volume. And you're number 12. So what that means is you're on the top of the second page. And then if we go down here, so the people that search you by name know who you are. It's repeat referrals, as well as people who just saw your signage around. But you also want to bring in new customers. So roofing Clearwater is a good one. 90 people. Problem is you're 53 on this one, which puts you on the 6th page. That is a good keyword though. Roofing Clearwater FL, another good one. 40, 69, so puts you on page 7. Roofers Clearwater 100, even better. 80, but you're on the bottom of page 8. So the problem with some of these good keywords you do have is that you're just ranked way too far back. We got to get you in the top 10 and get you some of those results. Just to give you a quick example of a competitor, Westfall Roofing, who's one of the top in the area. They have a lot of keywords. You don't really need this many up in your header, but they do have, actually, I guess there's their name, Westfall Roofing, in there as well. 162 referring domains, sending them back almost 1,000 links to their page. 643 keywords, bringing about 982 visitors to their site per month. So let's take a quick look at what Westfall's doing here. Roofing Tampa. So obviously going after Tampa is a little bit bigger volume than Clearwater. But Roofing Tampa 300, number 1. Roofers Tampa 250, number 1. Roofing Tampa FL 250, number 1. So that alone, I mean, you can do the math on that. That's about 800. They're not going to get all of it, but they're probably going to get about a third of that percentage. So that's going to give them easily actually, it's probably give them close to half. So we'll say about 400 from just that alone. Next up is their name, Westfall Roofing. They do have pretty good volume, 450 on that. Tampa Roofing, 150, number 1. So you can just see, though, if you look down, top 3 for all of these, the higher you're ranked, the bigger the percentage you're going to get of that total volume. And that's really the difference. But what I want to just focus on, you guys right now, we said you're getting the 6 visitors per month, right? If we added, forget the 900, let's just add 100. All that really is probably 2 good keywords. And what that means is adding 100 people to your site, even if we got 50% of the people that visited to call, right? That's 50 more calls for you. Of those 50 calls, even if that only ended up being 20 estimates, but let's call it 10 estimates. 10 estimates, how many of those would land, whatever your percentage is? Even if you only land 20% of those 10 estimates, that's 2 more deals for you or jobs to land every single month. How much would that transform your business? Like I said, if you guys want to hear a little more, I can help you out. 10 minutes on the phone is all I'd ask, just to talk a little bit more about what you might want to even do. See if it's even a good fit. If not, guys, take the free tips I gave you. And I will give you guys a call just for some follow-up to see what you thought of the video. I'm trying to improve these and help local businesses as well. Thank you guys for your time. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.